Thanks a lot, Ryan. I'm Norm from Tested, back here with Harrison, Vulcan Props. If you missed it earlier, Harrison was here demoing, showing off some awesome prop models. This is a gun from Mass Effect 3, not even out yet, made it himself. And now you're going to give us a demo. So these props, I mean, this one's made of plastic, but you also work on wood. And this looks like metal, though.
Thank you. That's the intended purpose.
Yeah. So how do you make it look like metal?
Well, there's actually a bunch of different techniques I employ. First off, the base coat is really important. So you start off with some matte black, silver, red accents, and so when you finish the prop, at least with the base coats, kind of has a bit of a Nerf gun feel to it. Really sort of flat colors, and it's all very stark contrast. So the best way to kind of make it look realistic is first to knock down the values and give it some black washes over everything. Once you're done with the black, go over it again with some silver, and that brings out some highlights. Makes it look like the paint's a little chipped off around the edges.
So the silver highlights, that's the weathering that you're talking about.
Well, both of it, black and the silver is going to be weathering. The silver is dry brush. The black I have my own technique for, which is a little bit weird, but it's worked out very well for me. There's a lot of tutorials out there for dry brushing. You got to kind of play with what works and what doesn't. I'm going to show you how I tend to do it. I've got a sort of blank prop here.
Okay,
this is
let's take a look at that.
Spiker from Halo 2. This piece right now, like I said, kind of has the Nerf feel to it. So everything's done and painted, but it's kind of glossy. It's just flat colors right now, so it doesn't have a whole lot of depth. The other thing is all the low spots in it are still the same color. So this doesn't look entirely realistic because it just looks like flat colors. So the first thing I do is what you can see with the N7 rifle here is go over the whole thing in black. And with that, I basically just take some acrylic paints. Okay. I've got some here from Dick Blick, some just standard artist.
So you can just go to a hobby shop.
Yeah, go to a hobby shop. It's nothing terribly special. And I get the cheapest brushes I can find. These little guys at Walmart, they're like $5 for like a pack of 30. I use them once and then I literally throw them away because they're not good enough to keep them clean. So the first thing I do is get a brush that's kind of loaded up with paint. And then I'll start on, and I'll try and do this so that the camera can see it. I'll start on filling in the low areas here, and it's really kind of sloppy, and you just kind of get a whole bunch of coverage in there. And what you're trying to do is fill in all these little cracks and seams, right?
And so the base coat, that's all spray paint.
Yeah, base coat's all spray paint. So most of the time it's enamel. Sometimes it's lacquer, depending upon what you're going for. And it's important to, whenever you're doing weathering, use a different type of paint than what you used for the base coat. So let's say I was using, I had base coated this whole thing with enamel, and then I went over again with enamel paint. That might actually lift the base coat off, and you just end up smudging stuff around, right? You can do the same thing with acrylics.
So you're being very loose, you're not very detailed right now.
No, like this right now, it's like what you can think of it is, let's say you had this prop out in the real world, right? Or this was a real rifle, and it got dirty. Somebody dropped it in some mud or something. So it's going to get junk and crud all over
You're basically applying the mud using paint.
So the way that I like to weather something is you think about how it got dirty, right? And then you think about how it got clean. So I tend to use just a damp paper towel that's actually got a bunch of paint on it, and then you go back over and you just start... I like to let this set a little bit longer typically, but we're on a time schedule. So I just go back over and start wiping stuff off. And then what that leaves you with is a nice coating, and it's going to take me just a second to get there, but it leaves you with a nice coating that's in the crevices and makes it look like the dirt's been collecting there over sort of a period of time.
Very cool. So, not just water and paper towel. So it's water-based paint, so that will rub right off.
Yeah, sometimes I like to let it dry a little bit longer, and then I use some Windex in the water as well, which gets you a little bit more pull and lifts off more of the paint.
I like that we also got you the paper towels with the hearts on it. I don't know if you could see that, guys.
Because the most important ingredient is love.
Yeah. I don't know if you can see that. Trust me, there are hearts on this paper.
There are hearts on it. Okay, so this is kind of a really rough job. Like I said, low on time.
So how many times do you do this?
I'll do a black wash 2, maybe 3 times. So what you can see already, and this is, like I said, kind of quick, but you can see how that brings out all the low areas, all the crevices and cracks and stuff. And what that'll do is, after a couple more washes, that'll start to fill that in and really make it pop out. And so you get the raised details will come out more, and the lower details will sit further back.
So you don't know exactly what to expect coming out of it, like exactly what the details
No. I mean, I'm not going in here and going, well, there needs to be just a little bit, like 2 more millimeters of dirt, right? No, it's really sort of an organic process. So all of this goes on. I do a couple of passes. The most important thing to do after this, since it is acrylic, and acrylic is going to be water-based, is to go back over it with a clear coat. The N7 right here that you've got has a matte clear coat on it, so that none of that's going to wear off. So when you're walking around carrying it, it's not going to chip off.
And that's the final clear coat after you're done with all the weathering.
So I do the black and the silver. The black that I actually had have here right now has been mixed with a little bit of brown to kind of warm it up and give it a little bit, you know, more depth, I guess. If you just use straight black, it ends up just looking a little bit wrong, I guess. It's kind of hard to communicate exactly what you're going for, but you know, actual dirt isn't just black and it's not just brown. It's going to have a bunch of different colors in here. My color theory teachers from art school would love to hear me say that. So,
and after that, would you like put some red in there for blood?
Oh yeah, my favorite thing is blood splatters. You know, I love doing that, and I've got a really good technique for that too. That I've perfected over time, which involves loading up a paintbrush with a lot of paint and then just striking it really hard against a roller. It gives a nice blood spatter. So you can see here. Awesome. How that's called out some of the blades.
You want to compare that to the other side?
Compare that, yeah, to the other side where everything still looks kind of flat and it doesn't have as much, you know.
That clearly is not metal. This a little more convincing.
Gives a little bit more convincing look. Now on top of that, so after you go over the whole thing with this black wash, what you're going to want to do is do some dry brushing on top of it, which is the silver paint.
This is the super cool part.
This is the fun stuff, right? And I'm going to see if I can get it to show up really well here, but we'll see what happens. With that, I like to use some testers. This is enamel paint. This is a little bit, like I said, might pull some of the paint off of this if you're using enamel with it, but you go with this really, really lightly. And what I like to do is get a big, thick, sort of wide fan brush, or not fan brush, a wide flat brush like this, and you're just going to barely get some paint on there, right? And so it's really going to look like you don't have any on there at all. Yeah. And it's actually probably a good idea to clear some of it off. So on the end of that, you just have a very little bit. And you go over any spots that are going to have some more wear and tear on them. On the black rifle, black parts of the rifle here, you can see, you know, these areas that it looks a little bit more realistic on, because what you give is a look that some of the paint has started to flake off the edges from somebody dropping this and using it and it falling down.
So you're actually adding paint to make it look like
the
paint has come off.
Yeah. So one of the things that I like to say is that the best way to weather a prop is to make it look perfect and then go back and make it look beat up, because that's the way it was in the real world, right? Because it's going to start off really nice and pristine and pretty, and then somebody's going to beat the living nonsense out of it.
And you're just going over the edges, because in the real world, the edges are where you know, this gun would be hitting against walls in the ground and would get scraped.
Totally. A lot of people like to kind of just go all over it. You know, for me, it's a little bit more, you know, I like to see about where it would be weathered. Because obviously you're not going to have a big, you know, like say on the N7 there, you're not going to have a big gouge on the inside of the rifle because, you know, it's never going to hit that area.
Awesome. I'm going to let you do that for a second. You know, weathering actually is something you can do not only for props that you make yourself. You can, you know, buy toy guns and paint them and make them look cool. Like, for example, I bought this Nerf gun when I was in college. I turned it into a space rifle. And if you look in, there's some weathering on it. You got some dry brush. It looks like it's metal, even though it's just a Nerf gun, it's plastic. And that's something, would you recommend that people start off with if they wanted to paint?
Oh, yeah. You know what the best thing to do is go to the dollar store. And at the dollar store, what they're going to have is some really great looking little pistols, revolvers, that sort of thing. Grab one of those, paint it flat black, try testing some of this out. Let's see if you can get a shot in this area here. So you can see how that dry brushing is starting to give it, like especially up towards the front. Yeah, that's a good shot. Of how it looks kind of more like chipped metal, and you've got you know, scratches and marks on this. So the full process for doing something like this, starting off with the black wash and then going all the way to the dry brush, is something that usually takes me between 6 and 8 hours for a full prop. The N7s here are a little bit larger, so something like that is actually kind of a 2-day process to get through it. I have a video up on YouTube, as a matter of fact, which shows a time-lapse of the entire process of doing
time-lapses are super cool.
I love time-lapse. The M8 rifle.
Right.
So that was a 9-hour process, and I did the whole thing, and I've got little bullet points on there. So if you guys want to go to youtube.com/Vulpin, it's up there.
Awesome.
Amongst other interesting videos that I have.
So right now, this piece, you're doing the weathering while it's all completed.
Right.
But normally you would paint like the base coat with the pieces separate.
Right. And in multi-part pieces like this gun right here actually has several different components. There's these blades, there's these little pieces down here. This barrel part actually comes off. So all the base pieces are painted separately. Yeah. Because especially on a part like the N7 here, if this whole thing were assembled, it'd be really difficult to get paint up in this area once the whole thing is put together, right? So painting it in different parts makes it a lot easier to get the whole thing nice and even, and then weather it afterwards.
Yeah, it gives it a nice texture.
You can hold that.
Of course I love holding this. Amazing. Well, awesome. Thank you so much, Harrison. Again, your website is vulpenprops.net.
.net, and then I have my blog at .blogspot.com. Yeah.
Awesome. And you do take commissions if people want to have one of these made.
I'm currently booked about 7 months in advance, but I do take commissions, yes.
Next summer, if you would like, again, for next year's Comic-Con.
So I'm sorry, people who want something for Halloween. Not going to happen this year.
Yeah.
Maybe 2012.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
We can throw it back to Ryan. Thank you,
Norman, and thank you, Harrison, and happy anniversary, Harrison. Hope you get home safe and sound. The props look freaking amazing. Second annual Whiskey Media Big Live Show Live continues unabated. I understand that we are having technical issues out the wazoo. Behind the scenes, you guys are killing our websites, and we thank you for it. Please don't stop. Know that we have an entire room of top men. A rare opportunity of having all of our top men in one room at one time, so they are banging on that stuff and fixing it as quickly as they possibly can. So know that that is happening behind the scenes. Of course, if you haven't signed up for a premium membership for Whiskey Media yet, you are missing out on the members-only stream that's happening concurrent with this one. I have not seen it. I have no idea what's going on it. Eric Pope, is it awesome back there?
It's so awesome back there.
It's awesome back there. Confirmed. You're not on camera or mic. So yeah, you can put that mic down.
Real good.
It's real good, I'm told. So sign up for a membership for $49.99 a year. You are getting a ton of cool stuff. HD video. We've got which is now viewable easily, effortlessly on your TV via Boxy native apps, Roku, and so much more. We've got a fresh new store full of goodies. We've got the big red phone, of course, which is a ton of random-ass fun, and so much more. Go check it out and sign up if you haven't already. If you are an existing member, go and check your information. Go to auth.whiskeymedia.com. Make sure your information is up to date. You know, credit cards expire. That kind of stuff happens. And go and check. Make sure everything's cool. And trust me, you will be rewarded for your efforts. That's all the shilling I'm going to do for now. I'm going to go ahead and kick it over to Patrick Klepek for a little Johan Sebastian Joust. Patrick, take it away.
Thanks, Ryan. We are back here in the bar, not getting sloppy drunk. Instead, we're playing some Joust, specifically Johan Sebastian Joust. This is a game by this designer, Douglas Wilson, of the Copenhagen Game Collective. Right now, it's on a PlayStation Move controller. I moved this too much, so that burst into red. It's basically a game where you're trying to avoid shaking this too much. You know, it's got this really great accelerometer in here. It was originally developed for Wiimotes, brought to the PlayStation Move because it's a little more sensitive. And you see, you can hear some Sebastian Bach music playing because that tells you whether you should be moving very slow, whether you should be moving fast, and basically all else goes. Whether you want to throw your shoe at someone, you want to throw a chair, basically as long as you can get them to move too much, get this to burst, that's how the game goes. So now I'm going to join into this game, probably going to throw my shoe.
So.
Oh, winner! Winner!
Clearly I'm not juiced enough yet. I'm gonna baby this guy.
Ah! I didn't get to throw my shoe!
Alright. Hang on, I need to swap hands.
Ah!
What? I didn't do anything. Nice! Oh, nice.
You put your arm up in victory! He put his arm up in victory!
No shoes. Alright. I don't need shoes. Fred, you already lost. You already lost when you set it down. As you can see, there are many different strategies to this. Don't mess me up.
Take me to them! Let's mess them up! Let's mess them up, battering ram!
Let's do like the lightsabers.
Ah!
The worst. Right, you died. It's so funny when you stop. All right.
I reacted to that too. Talking to this mic.
It ends up the other shoe is crossed. Yeah. Give it to him, Dog City style.
Oh, word! Ah!
Is that Dog City style? I'm not sure.
Grenade! Oh, God. It's tag team.
Double alliances. Not fair.
Ah!
No alliances. None. How much more of this we got?
Run out of strategies. Can't throw a chair.
Fuck, you can. Yeah. I want to overthink things,
Deadly accurate. All right, probably a couple more matches, then we'll wrap this up.
I'm going with 1 shoe.
I have now ruined these socks with this dirty, sully floor.
1 shoe. Shouldn't start these too close.
That is Johan, Sebastian, Joust, Joust. I'm getting all confused. I'm all sweaty now. But basically, it's in development. Maybe coming to PSN. Maybe coming to iOS. It's kind of in development. It'll come out when it comes out. Good luck. Back to you, Ryan.
Thank you, Patrick.
Oh, God.
That game is awesome and incredible. We actually, the first time that I played that was at the Bastion launch party, and it's definitely a surreal experience. You're currently running on a Mac, but like Patrick said, they're still in development, tweaking it, fine-tuning it, and figuring out what best way to distribute that. So look for more of that soon. Right now, though, we have a interesting segment coming up from Mr. William Smith and Mr. Norman Chan from Tesla.com. Gentlemen, please take it away.
Thank you. Thanks, Ryan. I'm Will.
I'm Norm.
Norm, Maker Faire a few months ago, we had the opportunity to learn the fine art and skill of lockpickery. That's what these things are in my left hand. They are lockpicks. Thieves' tools is what they're also called. We bought them. They were like $35. It's kind of a nice set. They have firm, strong handles. And the way it works, it's really simple. You take a lock. You put this kind of rectangular guy in.
Yep.
You apply some pressure.
What's the name of that rectangular piece?
The bendy one.
Okay, the bendy one.
Yeah, the bendy one.
The bendy metal one.
And then you take one of the tools, one of these guys.
Okay.
Jam it into the
I've done this
keyhole.
before.
Yes, we've both done this before.
In the video game, right?
And you kind of just, you wiggle it, and then the lock pops open.
Your house is not
In
safe
theory.
from Will Smith.
The idea is that you have the tumblers. You're applying a little bit of pressure to the circular thing, the round thing, and you lift up the tumblers so that they get the pins, so they get up above the tumbler, and then the friction of you pushing down over here holds them out of the way, so that eventually when you unlock all of them, it'll just turn. If you played Oblivion, you played a mini game that is exactly the mechanics of this. Splinter Cell's kind of the same way. I think they're also in Alpha Protocol,
Lockpicking.
Fallout, all sorts of
A
lockpicking.
child could do it.
Lockpicking mini games are a big thing.
So
in
we
video
bought
games.
lockpicking kits.
Yeah.
There are some rules to lockpicking, Will.
Well, you use your own locks.
You must use locks that you own.
Right. You don't. Anything you use could potentially be destroyed.
Yeah, don't use a lock that you rely on.
No, don't
Yeah.
use this to get into your house if you lose your keys. Call a locksmith.
Yeah.
What are the other rules? Use it for good, not evil.
Use it for good,
Yeah,
not evil. We're using it for hilarity right now.
Yeah.
Because in addition to buying lockpicks,
Yeah.
we also bought
I have a
whole
sack of locks.
Sack full of locks. I don't know if you can see this. There are
That
about
is
40 locks.
No, there's 70 locks.
70
72,
locks.
if my math is right. I don't.
In this
That is
bag.
a sack of locks. So what Norm and I are going to do is we're going to take our lockpicking skills.
Yes.
And we are actually going to pick 72 locks.
Okay.
We're
In an
going to
hour.
race. You're gonna grab from the bucket, the sack.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab from the sack. The ones that we successfully pick are gonna go in these boxes. We have some
We also have
3-in-1
lube.
oil, in case we
Just-
need to lube our picks.
Yep.
Yeah, whoever has the most picked at the end of an hour, gonna be the winner.
For life.
Last night when we did this during practice, how many locks did you pick, Norm? We were practicing
What?
for probably 30 or 40 minutes during
What?
the dress rehearsal. How many locks did you successfully pick?
Locks.
How many? What is the number?
Yes.
What is the
Test it.
integer number of locks that you actually picked? I want to know.
0.
Hold on. You picked no locks
I
at
did
all?
not pick a lock yesterday.
Were you?
I was saving all my skill for today.
was
How many
this-
locks did you pick, Will?
I picked an infinite number more than you in about 45 minutes. It was not the square root of negative I.
We're going to pick some locks right now.
We're going to pick a whole lot. I think we should get started.
Let's get started. Now, the rules are, if you feel like you don't want to work on a certain lock, you can throw it away
Yeah,
and just move on to the next lock.
If there's a tie,
Yeah.
The first one that finished when we run out of locks is the
When
winner.
we run out of all 72 locks that we've picked.
Right. The first one that finishes the final lock is the winner. If that's still a tie, the one who has the fewest failed locks is the winner.
Okay.
Back to Ryan. We're going to get started lockpicking. Ryan, back on the couch. You have something special right now planned.
Indeed, I do, Will and Norm. You guys go ahead and get to cracking on picking those locks. I'm going to introduce special guest, Gene Bodine. Gene, how you doing, sir?
Hey, how are you, man?
I'm excellent. We had you on the show last year. We had met originally at California Extreme, one of our favorite events, where we had seen you playing this amazing 11-string monstrosity. And we heard nothing like it before or since, so we figured we'd bring you back and have you jam again.
Okay.
How do you feel about laying down some lock-picking music so that we can give Norm and Will a little motivation?
Great. Yeah, I got just a song.
Perfect. Take it away, Gene. Bodine, ladies and gentlemen. Give a round of applause there. Awesome. GeneBodine.com. You can find some of your music available there.
iTunes,
all over the place. Jump off from the website, and you'll get all the goodies that you need. Gene, thanks for coming and playing.
I want to thank everybody last year.
Will got his first lock. Breaking news!
Fucker.
First lock down. I'm sorry, Gene. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I wanted to thank everybody last year for like the support. It was just fucking sweet. So
yeah. Well, it's why we wanted to have you back on. People seem to dig your stuff,
great, so good people.
Excellent. Yeah, thank you for coming back out. We are not done with you though by a damn sight. We're going to have you back on in a little bit. We have some surprises in store. I want to check in real quick before we throw to our next segment with Will Smith and Norman Chan. See how the lock picking is going. We've seen Will. You've got one down. Is that accurate?
I am at one lock picked successfully. That was about 3 minutes, maybe 4 of the first hour.
That was like 20.
That was okay. I'm not feeling real good about this, Ryan.
Norman Chan, any luck with anything yet?
No.
Not a single lock yet?
Norm is now trying to cherry pick the locks he thinks he can pick. He's studying the keys.
Why does he look like? Why is looking at them helping him any?
It's not.
It's not. Will, anything that you've learned thus far?
I'm not going to share my secrets at this point in the competition. I do know that yelling really loud is also a little rude to the other guests, but I apologize. I don't know that I can control myself.
That was pretty exciting. We guys going to be there for the rest of the hour. I guess you've got another 55.
Something like that.
55
My
minutes
hands
left.
already hurt.
Yeah. You're also already sweating profusely.
I'm usually sweating profusely, but more so today. The other thing that is interesting about this is the more nervous and anxious you get, the harder it is to do, I've found.
Weird. How do they do in the movies?
Very carefully. We could have just used a bump key, but this is more fun, I guess.
Indeed.
I don't know. Back to you, Ryan.
All right. Thank you, Will. Thank you, Norm. You guys have more fun with that. We've got Gene Bodine here in the studio. Gene, so we like I said earlier, we first met at California Extreme, big show here in Santa Clara that we love. You want to talk a little bit about just your involvement there and how you got into that scene?
I've just been collecting arcade games for a good 15 years, so when those shows started coming up, you go to a couple and you buy a couple machines or something, and eventually, it's like, oh, hey, you want to bring a machine or two? And I would start bringing some games, sometimes to sell and sometimes just hey, check out, Puyan or something. Some shitty
Hell
game
yeah, Puyan!
Yeah, totally. So
nothing shitty about Puyan.
Yeah, totally. So I bring games every year, and eventually, I started doing the solo bass thing, and I just ran it by them there and say, hey, you mind if I just play a couple songs, while people are walking around? And that's kind of how that started. So.
My first year at California Extreme, it's already the first time you walk into that room. I'm sure I've said this a million times to everyone that will listen to me about California Extreme. Mm-hmm. But when you first walk into that hall for the first time, and it's just the low lights, and it's just all the machines have the volume all the way up, and just that crazy din. It's already such a surreal experience because just hundreds and hundreds of these great arcade machines free to play all weekend long. Yeah. Just kind of like arcade fantasy basically. And you're walking around just kind of doing laps, and then you start hearing this weird, ethereal, abstract music coming from some corner of the space, and go and try and hunt it down, and I'd find you there. I'm like, I don't even understand what's going on, but it's amazing, and it is improving the overall experience and just bring the whole thing alive. So, Gene, I thank you for bringing some of that magic to the studio here today.
Thanks so much for having me.
Like I said, we've got more with Gene scheduled for later on the show, but right now I'm going to toss it back to Screened. More Third Society, Jousteel.
Get dressed.
Jones, you're gonna die, bitch!
아야, 나 괜찮아.
아니야.
Tell them you're sick today and you'll be working from home.
They'll have someone else clear.
I don't care. Just release the $1 billion securities. Reroute it to its proper destination, my father's offshore account.
Good morning. This is Erica. I won't be in today. I'm not feeling very well. So if you have any questions, you can call me. I'll be at home.
Release the security.
Did anybody want any coffee?
Now!
Go ahead, do it. You'll never get your money. Put away that gun. I hate guns. My sister, on the other hand.
Will you hurry up?
There's no food here.
To the crime and waited for them to show up to get footage of them. I was told there was some sort of altercation or Donnybrook happening in the water.
Donnybrook. What? Man.
She is the slowest browser ever. I mean, this is 2003, but like we're out of the AOL browser days.
Yeah.
I'm feeling really. Oh, those are some legs. Wow.
She will stomp you in the shade. She's in the shadows.
Should I up, down? Do I go?
Is J.A. Steele also playing both of those characters?
Both of her
She's
legs.
playing the boat.
She's playing the boat. In this.
She's really versatile.
Oh, I'm so tense here. I wonder what's going to happen.
What? Why would you?
Food in the house.
Racist!
Why do they keep coming back to the food?
Jewish
Oh,
grandmother.
Asian people always eating.
And wearing sunglasses.
Are they trolling for Jay?
You did it, girl!
Joust Steele coming back to the surface
I was
mod.
setting
Oh,
a
she's so
record.
angry.
She has angry
She's
swimmer's
so
face.
angry about swimming.
They're so like
She can't
what?
tread water.
You
Swim away, Jones.
See
With
you
your
later,
white
coppers.
underwear.
Wait, where's the other guy?
Dead.
he
She
got
choked him to
stretched.
death. The 10 minutes that they were underwater.
That doesn't look good on anyone.
That's not a-
Oh, man.
Jones, how are you
Mom,
today?
put some pants on.
The sound mixing in this movie is also great. It's all low rumble engine.
That cop is unimpressed with her.
I'm unimpressed with her.
I'm not impressed with the scene here.
Way I figure it. I have 24 hours until you kill me.
Female pattern baldness is a real
That
thing.
makes sense.
Well, your friends at MacArthur Grant Securities are going to die too. Since you're
How do you like that, huh?
Just go in and get the password.
I am working as fast as I can. You don't just move $1 billion security.
You're right, isn't it?
You don't do that because that's not a thing you do.
Time.
Guys, this is actually my favorite level from Deus Ex.
What is she supposed to type?
She's just clicking. She's just clicking.
What the?
Type.
What is happening?
Type. There's no input.
That's also clearly a PowerPoint slide for what it's worth. Every time she goes over text, it turns into the text icon.
Myself some coffee. And have any characters on? You know, tea perhaps?
Racist.
My mother always told me to be polite.
How are your parents, by the way?
What?
I think you know the answer to that.
How about sis?
Why would he know?
Sandra, is it? The LAPD police officer.
LAPD police officer.
No, I think I have a slight distinction. She's the one who's quite dead.
A slight distinction? What?
You mean an inclination?
Guys, English is the second language is a real path to study.
We should make fun. We should make fun. Yes, we should. Yes, we should.
You all right in there?
You still
Oh.
peeing?
I'll be out in a minute.
Oh, I bet.
Is that? Are we?
The coroner's here.
Women don't do that.
Oh, she's trying to. This cannot be.
Telephone number is 818.
I'm not going to worry about dubbing
Yeah,
when
that's
I
good
don't
covering
have
up your
to
mouth,
show
yeah.
my face.
Oh, wow.
Man, that is. She's sucking on a lemon.
I'm bored. Why don't we go watch
You
TV?
being held at gunpoint.
Oh, God.
That. Oh,
What is it?
My modem shorted out.
Oh, you called it.
I was actually
Early 2000s tech support Rory.
Wow.
Well, to be fair, she is using Windows 98.
Oh my God.
She's on the cutting edge, Alex.
checking to see if I'm okay.
She got a phone call and her internet went out. You remember these days? Holy shit. Mom, I'm playing Diablo 2. Don't call on Kathy.
Also, this is 2003. That wasn't happening anymore.
This must have taken so long between filming and release.
Yeah, the copyright on the website said 2000. I noticed.
Shut up and die.
It's a CompuServe account. I can't.
If this movie was called Shut Up and Dial, I would be much happier.
Yeah.
Sorry, did you just try to call here?
What are you doing home? Something wrong?
I'm fine.
It's not a good phone
Her off
thing.
camera.
Very well, so I'm staying home today.
Are they there? I just had a couple guys try to
I
kill
can hear your eyes rolling on the other side of the phone.
Want to talk to him?
Guess what? I'm not dead.
Can't do it.
Oh, but how we wish she
Can't do
was.
this anymore.
Well, how are you going to save her?
Oh, God, this
By
movie.
the way, how are dear mom and dad?
They're,
Isn't it ironic?
Stop asking about
Anybody
that.
that you care about seems to end up dead.
it's not really ironic, no. It's not really what that means.
It's not quite like
What's
rain
the
on your
irony?
wedding day, ironic, but
Be there.
I'll be there.
Yamo be there.
Oh, my
It all
God.
comes back to Michael McDonald.
I kind of
Oh,
like
I said
to.
I
I like to
found
think that gangster broke up her parents' relationship, and that's why he keeps asking, "How's your mother?
How's your mom?
Remember when I slept with her and ruined your family?" Yeah, there's deep.
Say
plot.
hi to your mother for
This
me.
guy's gonna get some
Glad
food.
they're
Get some
lingering on
food.
the shot here to show them picking up the wire.
This
Alice
editing is
Supply.
fantastic. We have-
The thing is, I think there are literally like 3 Asian actors in Hollywood, and they just end up in everything. Because I recognize these guys from like 7
guy from
other
Big
like
Trouble in Little China.
Japanese gangster movies.
So she murdered people, and now she's taken off
Sweet
on a bike.
biker gear.
Well, she's a police officer, so she's back into playing.
That's her uniform motorcycle.
Right. This is Dead Rise. She's Dead Rising.
Oh my God.
They know the Harbor Patrol and LAPD aren't the same, right?
No, here we go.
Oh,
Music
another
video.
cartoon?
Holy yes.
That's really not like an Asian hot rod car. That's more kind of a like Beverly Hills
crisis.
dentist car.
Yeah.
Beverly Hills Dentist is the name of my new film franchise.
I'm just gonna sit here for a while and look cool.
Do you guys want to go? No, we're good. The camera.
Now we're gonna get out of the car.
Yes.
Just gonna have a good sit.
Oh no, Asian girl.
Just shoot everyone.
I like how no one
why
has
are they all wearing
aged.
sunglasses?
Here's the thing: none of these Asian people have aged since they killed her mother like 20 years ago.
That's true.
This is the
Ancient
Matrix now,
Chinese
apparently.
secret.
Well, no, it's the old Asian thing where you don't age for like 40 years and then you just turn into Yoda.
Right.
You can't say that.
Like Dick Clark.
Yeah.
Do we know what ethnicity they are? Are they the Yakuza? They're just generally Asian.
They're from the Orient.
Man.
That's really all we know.
Southeast Asia was
Yeah.
her location of death. So
Location of death.
yes,
Another better name for this movie.
Where they used to trade the spices.
That's 2.
Jones was her mother was murdered.
And that's her sister?
Yes, that's supposed to be her
Yep.
sister. So
The deep end of the gene pool.
Uh-oh.
yeah,
Pop that button. Pop that button.
I don't think he actually knows how.
he's not even being very good at being sexually predacious.
Stop until you're dead.
Okay, music video time. She's pulling up.
Yeah.
Gate is closed. Oh, that's why the
how
gate's
it
open. She shot an explosive at it, apparently.
Apparently, she has the Chuck Norris Chuck Norris from Delta Force.
Here's the
motorcycle.
helicopter budget. So, how did she find these people, and why is she doing that there?
Because she can.
She played her own guitar, that's for sure. It's one note.
It's like Al Jorgensen's worst nightmare.
And now we're back to this shit.
White?
And he's not even Asian. What's going on here?
Like 7 feet tall. She was kind of a bitch all the time. What is this music?
Gun is really shiny, yeah.
I think of that Transformer that turned into a gun like that.
Charlie X-ray.
where are they taking off to? That's like a lowrider plane.
Yeah.
Who is this chick? And why is she dressed like Daisy Duke?
And how did they get a plane for this movie? Like, Denizen was made for $5 grand, and now they have a plane?
Well, no, they spent all their money on this movie,
Yeah,
and then
you
they
say
had
this
nothing
movie
left
came
for the
first?
remaining films.
You can tell I'm in the control power because we're looking at
Most accurate tower dialogue ever written for a film.
Thanks and have a nice day.
Don't die.
This is the most bewildering scene
It feels like that first.
Why are the
Gears of War
cars
trailer.
leading the plane?
Looks like the beginning to a Meatloaf video.
They need to have like Mad World play over this or something.
Do anything for love, but I won't fly this plane.
Guys,
Oh,
what
yeah! Oh, and Trent Reznor's back.
Got a gun.
Oh, that's a good shot. All right, I like the gun. I like this. I like this Beastie Boys video we're in now.
We wrote 2 songs for this movie, industrial guitar solo and piano ballad. We are using them liberally.
It turns out white balance was actually invented in 2005, so they couldn't get any of them.
Am I chasing these guys? Or
How fast are you going? 0? Oh, you're going 0.
She's revving. She's revving for effect. Guys, we have to fill like 85 minutes.
How many pages of script do we have? 6? All right.
The entire script for these next 2 pages is guitar riff. Like, yeah. Peel out, yeah.
At some point, only copy and paste worked on her editing scenes. Just copied and pasted. Yes. Oh, yes.
Finally, some gun sound effects. Let's take her out.
It's Joe, guys.
You're firing a handgun at several cars.
It's still empty.
And you're empty.
How are you going to reload while you're
Throw
driving?
the gun at him.
If you don't drive over a car, I'll be really unhappy.
I have to know what happens, I'm sure.
Yeah, we cannot leave until this scene comes to its gripping conclusion.
We should put this song in. Get up. Watch out for that
Worst
Porsche.
game of chicken
Come on!
Fucking,
She wasn't even in the frame when they passed.
Yeah, do that.
She's
wheelie
wheeling
time.
for no reason.
That plane's going like 10 miles an hour.
It takes a long time to get a plane in the air, man.
This is Plane Taxi Simulator, the biggest game in German PC gaming right now. You just drive a plane around.
What's that cop car? Oh,
Oh, wow.
All right.
Wow.
That was
You could have just turned. There wasn't like a hard turn there.
Yeah, there's a lot of open
That doesn't
space.
look as cool. No, that didn't look very cool either.
Why use your regular brake when you can pop your emergency brake?
That plane
Gripping
is so
excitement.
low to the ground.
I pulled over a plane today, Mom.
Wait, wasn't he on the plane? Wait, what?
They took off,
They took off.
apparently.
They made it.
There's no budget to actually
couldn't
film
show
a
that.
plane
That's
That's a
taking off.
biplane, guys. That was a biplane. It's a
Oh,
crop top.
they're doing it
Take
again.
2. They're just driving in
LA's
circles.
worst police drivers, the documentary.
There's no helicopter
That was a
budget.
chopper.
Mustache, big chopper.
Traffic chopper, apparently.
Jeez.
God, Vigo the Carpathian
Chops
grew a
and choppers.
stash.
He kind of looks like Drew with a giant mustache.
Yeah, and
Yeah, you want to be taking off in helicopter now.
We're still driving,
Oh
apparently.
my god.
this is
This is
I'm starting to tax my
I-
patience.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, wait. Is that improved at all?
I wish that song was happening right now.
Hi, I'm Drew. T. Scanlon. Wow. Yeah, keep doing that. Kick your heels
She knows
up.
one wheelie trick and
When
how to
is
fire a
anyone
gun.
going to fight each other? Ever.
Hey, a third song.
What's up? Not a bad idea.
And finally, she just gets off the bike. That was.
You gotta chase that plane.
I'm commandeering this helicopter.
She is fucking. God damn it. Fuck this movie.
I need your
He doesn't
helicopter
care.
and your mustache.
That guy does not give a shit.
Hey, buddy, take this helicopter up. I would love to see her just whip out a
This is
guitar.
like the Magnum PI helicopter.
What kind of helicopter is this? We don't have doors.
Is she chasing a plane? Is she literally chasing a plane in a helicopter?
That's not really how that works.
I don't think that's.
It's a beautiful day in Los Angeles.
5, man. It's really bad today.
Where do we think we're gonna come from here in 4.5 minutes?
Back to this guy. We don't do anything because these guys are fucking retarded.
We kill her when she lands.
For the helicopter.
Right. Is he also executive producing the movie while it's Can someone make sure we have insurance? I don't think we own the helicopter.
Yeah.
Why didn't you do that earlier, before it took off?
Yeah, well, they instructed him not to take off, so.
Why didn't the tower do that earlier?
Is she hang gliding and just running a camera back and forth across a bar?
Okay.
No one cares about your big-headed sister.
This scene is the worst scene.
The captain's always chapping my ass, trying to save my sister on a private plane that took off without permission.
Guys, I seriously feel like I'm gonna throw up right now.
Yeah.
If this was an IMAX movie, I would have barfed 3 times.
I don't want to hear it. Park that copter and try not to shoot anything.
Park that copter.
They have Erica. I know we're doing everything we can. I'm sure you are, Captain. Look, Detective. You knew the consequences when you made that heroin. You knew they would go after Erica because you had the funds diverted.
Don't ever try to fight crime again.
It is the radio DJ from the Warriors.
It's great that Lynn Swan's got some work, though.
Land the copter.
Man.
I'm dying over here, man. I'm dying.
Half of this movie was just ADR.
Oh, we're sorry. We're so sorry.
Sorry. Please, no, we didn't. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
Why is she shooting at cars in the sky?
She's not. She's pointing a gun at them.
Is that I hope that's
I
wrapping
think
it
we
up.
have to wrap this scene up, guys.
All right, wrap it up.
Are we wrapping? All right, so we're gonna definitely pause right here, and
we will
skip to the
return
next
for
scene.
the gripping conclusion of whatever the fuck is happening here.
Oh my god! All right, so I'm gonna pause it right here, and we'll be back in some. I have to hit the button to pause it, and we'll pause it. We'll come back at some point soon, and we will be back at some point after I pause it.
The Third Society.
3.
Catch it.
Part 3.
Gotta catch them all.
Yeah, at some point, I guess, we will continue the adventures of Air Traffic Control Tower, the movie, with Screen.com. But right now, we're going to check back in with Will Smith and Norman Chan on their lockpicking. And we also have combined our musical forces here on the couch with Gene Budine and Chainsaw from Twisted Pixel. Gonna do a little duet for Norman Chan and Will Smith. I don't think they've had any have any more locks been picked.
Yes.
We are tied at
1-1.
Whoa, 1-1, I'm told, is the lock-picking competition.
If you need me.
Gene tried to give you a little motivational background music, but I think it might have been a little too chill. So we're going to amp it up. We're going to give you some fight music, some motivational music.
Kick your ass, Chan.
A little duet here, ukulele and 11-string bass. You've never heard this before. Gentlemen, whenever you're ready, please take it away.
Raiden, Johnny Cage, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Sonya. Mortal Kombat! Test your might. Test your might. Test your might. Test your might.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gene Bodine and Chainsaw. Fucking amazing. And way to bring the action, Will and Norm. That was intense, what you guys were doing over there. Any future? Any progress? Oh, shit! Norm and Chad up 2-1 now. We will keep tabs on this fierce competition as it progresses.
Retire.
I'm sad to say we are going to have to say goodbye to Chainsaw now. He's got to catch a plane. Thank you for making the time to come all the way from Austin.
Thanks so much for having me out here, dude.
And this was amazing. As we said earlier, Gunstringer coming to Xbox 360 next week, Tuesday, available for Connect. Thank you again for coming out. Gene, we're not done with you yet. We've got one more thing in our pocket, so we will see you again shortly. Right now, I'm going to throw on over to Tony and Sarah from Comic Vine in the bar with James Robinson for a quick interview. Guys, take it.
Hey guys, I'm here in the bar with Tony and James Robinson. How are you, James?
I'm very well. I'm very well. Glad to be here.
What's going on over here?
In a month's time, I'm going to a 1970s party.
Yeah.
So I decided to go for it all the way and grow facial hair.
Yeah.
But it makes me look, I don't know, a little bit unorthodox, not my normal self.
That's not what you said before.
If people can notice it.
I said I looked like rampantly homosexual. Yes. Which is fine. I mean, this is the town to be rampantly homosexual, so it's okay. But hopefully, as it grows more, I'll go from looking like I'm gay to looking like I'm the hardest guy in prison. But we'll see if I can pull that off.
So the 70s, just the theme.
The theme, yeah. I'll get flares. I'll have this.
Yeah.
The whole bit.
Yeah.
So in a
month's
time.
Sonny and Cher, because you'll.
Well, Sonny and Cher, I don't know.
You should, Jan.
No.
Should go Cher.
I think this is more like me, like Dennis Hopper.
Okay.
In Easy Rider. What do you mean Sonny and Cher?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, we should probably talk about comic books. So,
okay.
James, you will be releasing, or DC will be releasing The Shade, which is a 12-issue miniseries that you are currently working on, or you're finished with.
No, I'm still writing. Developing the Justice Society has gotten in the way of my schedule a little bit, so I'm working on issue 11, which will be done probably next week.
Yeah, and at Canada Fan Expo, they announced that you'd be working on Justice Society. So
yes.
That's exciting.
I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is not part of the New 52 relaunch. This is coming afterward?
Yes, it's coming afterwards. I don't know if it's going to come out, at what month it's coming out. I know it's going to be the early part of the year. So I would say it'll be announced to be coming out sometime between February and April, but knowing how things are, it could be May or it could be March, who knows.
Yeah.
Can you tell us any roster members?
I can't tell you too many members because it would ruin the surprise. But I will say that Alan Scott isn't dead. I know he was killed off in the last run. So he's not dead. He's back. And that also, because the other thing we announced is that it's set on Earth 2.
Yeah. And now Earth 2, for people who don't know, is like a second DC Earth?
It's a second DC Earth. There's actually 52 of these Earths.
Right.
And that's going to be explored by Grant Morrison in his Multiplicity series, whenever that comes out. Or Multiversity, sorry. Multiplicity. Yeah. Multiversity. But all these Earths are vibrating at different frequencies. Mm-hmm. So this is the Earth where there were heroes prior to the 5 years of the new DC reboot has established, and you're going to see because of this, and it is sort of a reboot as well in its own way. There are characters who were dead who'll be alive, hopefully pleasantly surprised for some people. It'll be multi-generational, just like before. But who those characters are, I can't say for now.
Is the timeline set differently? So could you have like, American Revolution on Earth 2 going on at the same time as present day here, sort of?
That would be an extreme difference,
right?
Although it would be cool, wouldn't it? Or they're all running around with muskets and stuff.
Yeah, it would be pretty cool.
But no, I can't say.
Yeah.
If I told you, it would ruin the surprise.
Okay.
You have to wait.
So,
what else you going to ask?
So Tony's putting on his mask again.
Wow. Well, you inspire, because I am a little bit of a criminal, so I'm a superstitious and cowardly guy.
Well, that and you're growing that weird mustache.
That weird mustache.
Well, yeah. I need to amp it up because people think that we don't like each other. So.
No, I'm actually.
What I want to know is, are we going to see Earth 2 Batman?
I can't say.
Tony's really upset.
It's just stuff like that. You can imagine it's too much. I can't say.
But talk a little bit about the shade. So yes. The shade you are working on with Tony, take that off, please.
No. I think it's improvement, honestly. So
the shade you're gonna. So it's 12 issues.
And tell people who the shade is briefly.
The shade is a supporting character in Starman that was popular enough that I did a miniseries a long time ago, and he's always been a sort of he was a Golden Age villain, and I turned him into this sort of amoral anti-hero. Mm-hmm. And fans have responded to that. He's this Victorian immortal with shade powers, shadow powers. So now I'm doing a 12-issue miniseries. I've said this so many times, I'm sure people are bored with hearing it, but I basically borrowed from how Grant Morrison structured Batman and Robin for the first 12 issues. Or 15 issues, I think, where even though it was one big story, every 3 issues, the art team changed to suit the mood of the story. So I'm sort of doing the same thing. So I'm doing 3 issues and then a times past, and then 3 issues and times past, 3 issues and times past, and each arc or single times past has a different artist on it, and everything ties together in the end to be one big storyline. But at the same time, the shade isn't in Opal City for more than the first issue and a half, and then he goes to different parts of the world and meets different characters from around the world and has this sort of odyssey trying to get to the bottom of things surrounding his own past and a family that we didn't realize he had.
You have a question?
Is Batman going to be in it?
No.
So the miniseries comes out when?
October.
Okay, so it's coming out next month.
It's coming out next month. I think it's the third week. I don't know, but again, I'm not. I don't know these things exactly. So.
And you said there are several artists on the book. So let's name a few.
Well, the first 3. I can name you all of them. The first.
And
3,
your favorite is?
Well, the first 3 issues are the first 3 issues are by Cully Hamner, which will surprise you by just how beautiful. Well, not that he's not always great, but this is just superb work. The first Times Past in the 40s is by Darwin Cook. Then the next arc, which takes place in Barcelona, is done by Javier Pulido, who was a Catwoman artist, who is from Spain, which I was very keen to get a Spanish artist to depict Barcelona. The next Times Past, which is in Paris in 1901, is Jill Thompson.
We saw an opium den.
There is an opium den at the start of that, yes.
Yeah.
Have you ever taken opium?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay. Well, you seem very excited about that, about opium for some reason.
Moving on.
And then I think I've scratched a nerve there with that one, haven't I?
Yeah.
Then the last 3 take place in London, and they're Fraser Irving and Ancient Egypt, actually. Ancient Egypt and London. And then the last issue, which is Last Times Past, which is in Victorian London, is The Origin of the Shade, and that's by Gene Ha, who, for fans of the character, will know he did the first issue of the Shade miniseries.
So.
And all the covers are by Tony Harris.
And which location is your favorite?
Which location is my favorite?
Which was the most fun to write?
Barcelona was fun to write, but honestly, as I'm working on it, every single, I know this sounds like the pat
the super
answer.
cliche
Yeah,
answer.
I know.
Well,
But
I like to work on things as I'm writing them.
That's how it is, though.
Yeah.
If you linger on something you've done before, it'll taint what you do in the present. You always have to move forward.
All right, so around mid-October, you guys should definitely check out the Shade miniseries by Mr. James Robinson.
You forgot to ask me who the artist is on Justice Society.
Oh, I didn't know that was...
That was announced. Everyone knows that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Nicholas
now
Scott.
I look really great. Oh, yeah, I knew that.
Yes.
Nicholas Scott.
So
very exciting
for fans of her work
to have
on
a woman.
Secret Six.
Yeah.
And the stories that I'm telling and everything, her art style will suit it perfectly. So I'm very excited.
And maybe Power Girl on Justice Society?
I believe there's a Karen Star on Earth 1, isn't there?
And on that note, well, thank you, James, for joining us
My
here.
pleasure. And for the record, I was told that people don't think that I like you, and I like you very much. So I don't know why they would think that.
I don't either.
But I do like making fun of you and mispronouncing your name, so maybe that's what they thought.
I don't know.
All right, back to you, Ryan.
Is that it?
Oh, we're not done yet.
Awesome. Thank you, James, thanks for coming by, and thanks to Tony and Sarah for running that interview. We, as you can see, Jeff Gerstmann, Eric Pope on the couch. Before we get to that nonsense, though, we have some other nonsense to conclude. The Lockpick Challenge, tested.com, Will Smith and Norma Chan. Your hour is up.
Really? That was an hour only?
Yeah. And your shirt is just green enough.
I'm walking away.
Yellow. So racist.
Norm used secret mojo. Hold on, but it doesn't work if I go behind.
There you go.
Right? Okay,
No.
I don't know what's going on here. Norm won.
What?
Wait, what?
I have.
Really?
How many? Hold up your locks, Chan. He has 2. I have 1. I think that makes us both losers, but in a more accurate sense. Norm's lock-picking skills have triumphed on the day.
And aren't those like really easy locks to pick?
No, they're actually shit locks.
I bought shit locks thinking they would be easier, but actually because they're so small and the tumblers are so janky, it made it much, much, much worse. And I this was an ill-advised segment. I apologize unreservedly. So thank God I have this Dance Central sweat rag that I haven't washed since last Big. It's my lucky sweat rag. It didn't even do it. Dance Central.
Well, scientific process here. What did we learn?
Lockpicking is hard.
Don't pick locks.
I should have just gotten a drill bit, probably.
Don't talk shit.
Maybe one of those things with the freezy stuff where you just whack it and shatter.
So lockpicking a skill.
There's a definite skill there.
Skill.
Yeah, next year we're doing bump keys. Bump keys is where it's at, is what I think. But yeah, lockpicking much harder than it looks in video games. Would you agree?
Absolutely. We didn't break our tools, which is
good.
We have not broken our tools. I am very excited about practicing some more lockpicking after the show, perhaps. Maybe we'll revisit this at some point.
No.
My hands really hurt. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
You can stop now. You
I
lost.
won.
Are your hands hurty?
Not only did Norm win, but you lost.
He came from behind in a last-minute 2-1 absolute hoedown.
I dedicate this victory to Jin Badin. His song helped me win.
Does that mean I have to dedicate this loss to Chainsaw? Because that would be pretty uncool. You look at
Chainsaw
look at the
and Jin
position
Badin.
you put me in, Chan. There's no way I can come out of this that I don't look like the biggest asshole on the internet. So thanks.
Well,
Thanks,
the show's
Ryan.
not over yet, Will Smith.
There's plenty of time for me to humiliate myself later. I know.
I'm just saying that title of biggest asshole on the internet is still totally up for grabs.
We've got a bunch of assholes on the couch right
Yeah, we've got several hours to go. Will Smith and Norma Chan, thank you guys
It's just
for
Norm's head and arms. We'll see you guys next time.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ryan. Back to you.
Here we go. We now have Eric Pope and John T. Drake.
Hey, what's up?
What's Tiberius for?
Tiberius.
No.
No, it's not really.
What?
It's a secret.
It's Tyrone?
It's Thomas.
It's Thomas.
Is it really?
Boring.
We have the same middle name.
I said yes to like 4 of those, though. Your middle name is Thomas?
It is.
We are. This is the best thing ever.
Anyway, we're just learning so many fun new things here on the show. Jeff Gerstmann's here. We have an iPad out here to show off a little Vid Rhythm. This is an app, I believe, the first in-house app for iOS from Harmonix.
That's what I read.
What is your beef with that phrase?
Yeah, so I wrote the press release.
Because I can see the process. I can see you sitting there to like, okay, time to write the headline. And it's like Harmonix's first wait, no, hold on. We did have that Rock Band game, but EA made that.
Yeah, we liked
that. All right, so Harmonix's first in-house. There it is. That's the copywriting gold.
Modifiers. I'm sorry. Is that not descriptive enough for you? You knew what it meant. You read through it.
I'm talking about it doesn't snap. It doesn't pop.
No one reads the headlines of the press release. I just try to get you to.
Ryan does.
You do? Yeah. You send me notes via Twitter. Thanks for that.
All we do.
Yeah.
All we do is read press releases and go, did you see that press release?
Yeah.
See that stupid thing in it? Nice going, guys.
Yeah.
I wrote that at 3 in the morning.
And I'm sure because of all of the work that you were doing.
Yeah, because he was helping you guys what we're about to show
to
you.
make Vid Rhythm and to make the Big Live show live that much awesomer.
Yeah,
so people, if you haven't seen it before, Vid Rhythm is this awesome, fun app that Harmonix developed for iPad,
iPad 2, iPhone 4, iPhone 3GS, and 4th generation iPods touches, so they have the camera in them.
So 3GS forward.
Yeah.
If it's got a camera on it,
it's likely
that's
it works.
key.
Yeah.
Obviously, having a camera on
You'll
it.
see why in a second.
Some folks have seen.
Vid Rhythm.
Yeah.
So
Vid
a lot of
Vid Rhythm.
Vid Rhythm will be later.
A fair amount of video of this app, or I guess the results of this app have been made available. People have seen that, but we haven't seen too much of the creation process. So I thought we should kind of run through that a little bit here on the couch. What do you guys say?
Yeah,
I think that sounds
a
great.
meme machine. We'll make a meme.
50% meme machine, 50% nightmare generator.
Yeah.
So it's the Dr. Robotnik's
We might make a nightmare here
big
today.
meme machine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
There's another song we should write for this app right now. Someone gets saying it on the phone.
So the let's quick Pope, take it away.
Quick background on Vid Rhythm. Our creative director Josh Randall he's a video DJ in Boston, has been for quite a while. Goes by the name Robot
Wait, hold
Kid.
on, a VJ?
A VJ,
Got it.
But not like
not an
on
MTV
camera.
VJ,
Yeah.
right? He's not pitching.
Not a Viacom VJ.
We don't work there anymore.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Disney has VJs now? I'm just...
You're the worst.
You said before I could.
Yeah. Jump on that one.
So he does a lot of crazy video mashups. Really expensive equipment.
Yeah.
Really time intensive. Super fun.
Is it fun? Is video DJing actually cool, or is it,
It is. Like,
just
I was very
people
sour
with too much
on
time
the,
on their hands?
Like I've seen
It's
people
like,
like
what's
that do
wrong
like
with
the
you
crazy
people?
like visuals.
It's
and
like,
then
look, it's a bus going by, and every time I push the key on the keyboard, you see the bus stutter again.
But
Like, come on.
I went to one of Josh's shows when I
Yeah.
first started working at Harmonix, and he's amazing. He has all sorts of crazy old like 70s kung fu robot
She's gone
movies.
beyond the bus.
Yes. It's bizarre and awesome.
All right.
Beyond the Bus, the Josh Randall story.
Yes.
Josh, I hope you're watching. So he decided, we can get a small team together here at Harmonix, put this together. And we did in the span of like 3 months.
Yep. 5 guys, 3 months.
Over the summer. 5 guys, 3 months. That was going to be the name of it. So we've got Vid Rhythm.
huge shift for you guys. Like you're used to these big, lengthy.
Yeah. Never making another console title ever again. Not showing another console title in a few minutes on the stream. It's just I think it's the benefits of being independent again.
Yeah.
We want to be like, I want to be like little and have a little team, make a little thing that's cool. Like
Be agile. Like that's the whole
why
point.
not? Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Agile, wow.
Yeah.
Scrum based. So.
We actually
We use Scrum. Like
Scrum, great.
morning stand-up,
Good
Scrum
stuff.
boards.
Yep.
John's a Scrum master.
He looks like. You can tell with the shirt.
Ew.
You can tell from his dancing during the Lockpick musical interlude.
You're welcome.
So Vid Rhythm.
You're welcome.
So the actual product.
It's currently available on the App Store.
The
So-
Apple, the
Apple
iTunes app.
iOS App Store, yes. Not the Mac App
I think it
Store.
stands for application, Ryan, not Apple.
The Agile
Well, that's why I
Store.
said Apple App Store.
Oh, I thought you said the Apple Store. Like,
No, I was trying to say the Apple
let's show
iTunes.
the app.
I'm going to jump in and choose a song here.
Apple,
So,
the app of the Black Eyed Peas? What are we talking about?
Guys, I'm really excited for that Black Eyed Peas dance game we're making.
so Vid Rhythm ships with 20 songs.
Yeah.
These are all made by our in-house Harmonix audio team, except we have a couple public domain songs,
Yeah.
3 public domain songs.
There's some Beethoven, Mozart
we
in
got
there.
some Flight of the Bumblebee. You can hear a little MIDI sound preview. And yeah.
So that's just the raw
that gives you an idea of what the video you're about to create is supposed to sound like.
Okay.
If you want it to.
So you shipping with 20 songs in here, but you guys for this demonstration have added a little something special.
Just for the Big Live Show Live.
You might see the Giant Bomb theme song right here on my screen. Let's play a little preview. A combination of Mr. Phil Reno and Mr. John Drake put this MIDI together.
Yeah. So this is
digging into the crates for that one.
Yeah, I think this is actually if Brad didn't black out his computer keyboard and press send on the message I typed up. This should be on the general discussion forums right now. So we'll get to that though.
Yeah.
Let's show it off.
So we're gonna choose the Giant Bomb theme song, and then we have all these different video styles to make the song set to.
What is your favorite, Eric Pope?
My favorite is probably Cats.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty ridiculous. All the cats and dogs. All the cats and dogs are Harmonix owned property.
Yeah,
so let's do Cats.
Living things that we're proud
of.
It's a live stream. This is the 27th camera here.
So
that's right.
Who's doing it? You?
Man, double
need
chin
more,
action.
Need more cameras.
All right, so we've got all these samples here down at the bottom. So we've got 6 samples that we're gonna fill in to create our song.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna create those right now.
They're right down here. You see?
Yes.
Let's see. Yeah. All right. Which one are you gonna do, Pope?
All right. So I'll start off.
Here,
I'll do the bass
Get
drum.
me out of your shot. You do it yourself.
Sorry. Okay. So I'm gonna do the bass drum for the Giant Bomb theme song and hit the record button. Look up here. Boom. So I've recorded that. I can play it back. Sounds good.
Try that a couple times. I want to make sure we might be having audio issues here.
How's it sounding, Vinny? Vincenzo?
That's the worst thing that's ever happened.
This is the nightmare machine part of it, right?
Yep.
Let's turn up the studio audio a little bit so we can hear a little bit more Pope. That's good. That's good.
I like you going back and forth between the live feed of you looking happy and this terrified. He's like a woodchuck that was captured in the woods.
That's me. Look at it. It's me.
All right. See, guys? $1.99 worth of fun.
Worth it.
Oh, we haven't
got
got
the
the song
song
yet.
yet.
John, you wanna do a snare drum for us?
Yeah, I'll come in the side.
Oh,
Brad.
okay.
You count.
So we got a little camera flip button here. You can use.
Oh
it.
yeah, we can do that.
So you can use front or back.
You
Front
hold
or
it there,
back.
and I'll zoom in. No, just hold it still. God damn it! Ready?
All right, ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Test that.
Yep.
That'll do.
Who's that behind you? It's Alex Navarro.
That's Alex.
Someone else. All right. So Ryan, would you like to do a hi-hat? So
sure.
I should mention, like, this gives you an example of the sound you should make. So a hi-hat would be like a tsk sound, but you can make whatever noise you want.
Sure.
Make it real wacky, or
Got
you can
it.
just go straight up. So on the count of 3, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh!
Oh, that's gonna be awful.
Oh! Oh!
We should do that for the cymbal, because that's gonna happen every 16th note.
All right, Mr. Gersman, would you like to do a cymbal?
Yeah, like an open hi-hat or like a crash? Okay.
This is your crash.
All right, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, horror dome.
Yeah!
Fantastic.
All right,
let's make these good.
Who wants to sing a harmony note? Who can sing well here?
Any singers? Any singers?
Will Smith.
Brett
No,
Shoemaker.
no, not Will.
Brett
Will
Shoemaker
Shoemaker.
over here. Come on, Shoemaker.
Shoemaker.
Voice of an angel. Will has a beautiful
You got it.
voice.
Come on
He
over.
just can't
Come on
sing
over.
pitches when
Just
given
walk through.
pitches.
Walk through
over
the shot.
here.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Why does everybody always say that?
That's because I watched a video on Tested.com yesterday.
All right, Brad, we're going to play a guide note for you, and you're going to do your best to match that note, okay?
Ready? Get your face into it, man.
3, 2, 1.
That's perfect.
Brett Shoemaker, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. Now we need a melody. One more person to sing. If no one's going to volunteer, one of us can do it.
Yes.
All right.
Come on.
All right, chainsaw. Back to the house one more time.
Some chops. Guys,
Crossover action.
You're going to sing this note.
perfect.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Let me see. Yeah, that's awesome.
Chainsaw, ladies and gentlemen. One more time.
All right.
God,
So
I
now
love that Fruit Ninja Connect in there, man.
we're going to make video music. Yeah.
So push the button to the bottom, and hopefully this will work. Yeah, it did.
Yep.
Let's turn this up. I want to hear this louder.
Volume here.
Is it normal to feel like I'm dying?
Yes. Like his soul is escaping.
Like my whole left arm.
Holy shit!
There it is. So now that that has been created, yeah, well, we can clap for that. We can clap for that. That's okay.
Yeah,
That's allowed. So now that nightmare has been born.
You can go
from our collective womb
straight to YouTube from here, straight to Facebook.
Yeah.
Your personal
your
Facebook.
hand motion that really made it gross.
But I'm going to save it to the camera roll so we never lose this masterpiece. And then it's going to render for a little while. Got some helpful tips while it renders.
Yeah.
These tips are pretty good.
Yeah, Helen wrote these tips.
Helen McWilliams.
Our lead writer.
Yeah. So yeah, that is a Vid Rhythm.
That is a Vid Rhythm. This is available now on the iTunes App Store. $1.99 for all of the devices that Drake mentioned earlier, and people can find the files to get the Bombcast theme into their version of Vid Rhythm.
Yeah, so we're launching a UGC side of this so people can make their own MIDI. It's a little not fully baked yet, so we did this one sort of on our end and tested it.
Yeah.
We'll be putting more stuff up on vidrhythm.com later.
So you're going to be letting people make their own
insanity.
If you can handle MIDI, yeah.
Yeah, so that's a thing that's happening.
Is it just like is it literally just a MIDI file, just like .mid, just you're spitting something out and dropping it in, or is it some?
No.
There's
I want real technical details, like
couple
what
different
channel
keylist files
Okay, all right.
and one MP3 for the song preview.
Right, so there's the MP3 for the song preview, the MIDI file, and then a couple like envelope files to make sure we know like, what the name is, what the video layout looks like, and so. This is on a thread on the general discussion on giantbomb.com. You can, if you download the app, you can download those files for free and just drag them over in your file transfer inside of iTunes, like you do for any app you sort of share videos back and forth.
Yeah, so you just connect your iPad to your computer, go to iTunes, go to the device, go to Vid Rhythm in the device, and then you just drag them right in.
Yeah, and so those are available for free on giantbomb.com/forums explosion or whatever it is for the general discussion forum. So make your videos and post them there. I want to see who makes the best video of Will's face with his tongue sticking out from the Lockpick segment.
Oh yeah. Now I want to start seeing the big live remixes happening before this show is over.
Yeah, man.
Thank you guys for showing up. Thank you for making this little extra special thing and teasing some of the new features.
How long did that take?
How long did it take? It actually took me about 30 minutes, and took our audio lead about 30 minutes to fix it. So,
in addition to the time, obviously that Phil Reno spent laying down the initial MIDI, or
it took me 3 days to get Phil Reno to send me the MIDI. So if that counts, then
well, I'm saying actually writing the music.
No, yeah, it's a shorter period of time than he had Adam Sessler's hat, so I think you're still.
Yeah, you're in the lead.
Adam Sessler has his hat.
He got his hat back.
Yes, I've been corrected on that fact from PAX. I was scolded hard by John Drake.
I was not happy about it.
How dare you?
I worked hard.
How dare you? I had no idea. No one shared that information.
I had to find his secret hotel name and then get the front desk to give it to me. And
Adam Sessler.
That's it.
All right. Well, Vid Rhythm. There it is.
That's Vid Rhythm.
Go buy it now. Vidrhythm.com/buy takes you right to the App Store if you're looking for a jump to the link.
Awesome. This is not the end for John Drake and Eric Pope.
That's just hot.
At all. Yep. Get it in closer.
It just seems like a normal video of you
I believe this is my cue to now toss to the next segment.
I'm big dumb guy.
Will Smith and Norman Chan, as seen on TV. Take it away, gents.
Thank you.
Thank
you, Ryan Davis and the couch. It's time for a segment we call.
Wait, well.
What's happening in the background?
I know, I don't know what's going on. But first of all, what happened half an hour ago?
The picks were locked. It's As Seen on TV time.
All right, let's go back to As Seen on TV. Last year we did a bunch of this stuff.
And liked it.
We have more stuff. This is possibly the last the last 5 items ever on SC on TV that we don't have, right?
So yeah, I mean, I used to just go to the SC on TV store in the mall.
Yeah.
There's a good mall and a bad mall. Both of them have SC on TV stores.
They're kind of where like stores, other stores kind of went out of business, and then SC on TV kind of went in.
It's like that bar that you go to in Harry Potter and Diagon Alley. If you're a normal person, your eye just moves right over the SC on TV store.
Yes.
You have to be out there actively seeking it out, and that's what I did.
Okay.
Unfortunately, both of the As Seen on TV stores in San Francisco are gone.
Like disappeared.
Like
what's in its place?
Like Kaiser Soze, they're gone.
Wow.
Both of them have big empty facades where they're putting new, better stores in.
Huh.
Luckily, the internet was able to tell me that both Target and Walgreens have massive As Seen on TV sections, so I went shopping at Target and Walgreens instead. And was distressed by the number of As Seen on TV products that we already own.
Yeah, the shopping experience for you for As Seen TV store is
I
less.
used to feel shame.
Yeah, it's less of this is interesting, or it's more have that.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I'll get this.
So we're going to have to change the vibe on that a little bit if we want to continue doing this. But I found 7 or 8 really interesting products to test out today. The first one is the Kangaroo Keeper. Now,
Change into a kangaroo. It's a is it a onesie?
Kangaroo has a pouch.
Yep.
And
mama kangaroos have
storage
pouches.
Is you want to keep your pouch organized. You want to have kids ordered oldest to youngest or something like that. This is actually for purses, not really kangaroos. I was a little disappointed by that. But let me take this out and demonstrate how this works. Basically, what it is a sleeve.
That's really small. It looked a lot bigger. In the infomercial.
It doesn't actually say this in the box, but I believe it's for purses. If you want to read some of the fantastic language on the back of the box.
The Kangaroo
says
Keeper.
All sorts of interesting things like reversible.
Keeps items neat and secure with a place for everything.
I'm reversing this. So
reverse the small bag and place inside the large bag for even more organization.
Yeah, look at how organized.
Is it just one bag?
No, there's 2. But wait, there's more. So this is great for people like me who want to have a gray bag for daytime wear.
Okay.
But when you want to go out at night and bring your laptop and iPad and headphones and iPhone
And you need a
with
black bag.
Then you want to have a black bag. I'm going to lift my Kangaroo Keeper out here. It's so easy to do it. You can do it with one hand, kind of.
Do you need assistance?
I think I got it. Oh my God, ow! My neck. I'm standing on cords. So yeah, you can see in this Kangaroo Keeper I have my MacBook and an iPad 2 and an iPhone, and there's also some headphones down here, and the headphones. And it's really easy to transfer it into Norm's bag. Just like that, the Kangaroo Keeper. It's a great product. It was $9.99.
$10? That's high end for
You get
SC on
2.
TV. You get the small pouch and the big pouch.
And the big pouch. It's the mama kangaroo and the baby kangaroo.
So, for example, if I wanted to change bags or hand over all my stuff to you.
Yeah, if you're being mugged, it can facilitate that as well. Hey, yo, dog, give me your stuff.
Take it.
Hey, thanks. That was great. We'll have to do that again later. Now, the next product is a little bit more unusual. This is, you can take your kangaroo pouch bag off now, Norm. This is the amazing pocket chair. I tried to put
Wait. It's a chair that's also a pocket.
That would be a better product than what we have here today.
Chair that has multiple pockets.
No, it is a chair that fits in your pocket. Now, I have tried to fit in my pocket. It ended up fitting into my waistband. No love on the pocket front.
You have pretty big pants, too.
I have enormous pants. Look, there is no amount of pushing is going to get that in there. It just doesn't. So, lie number 1. Check out some, while I try to assemble the amazing pocket.
It's for the park, gardening, the beach, fishing, golfing, camping, the bus stop.
Oh, the bus stop.
The big game and tailgating.
Now, see, this is, I haven't tested this at all yet. We're testing this live right now. I think that this thing right here.
How is it possible that he put it in his pocket?
He might have really big pants.
That's not possible.
The place where this thing is going to break down is this little joint here. You squeeze it together, and then...
That's the chair?
This is the amazing pocket chair.
What?
Also, it has a pocket. You can carry your wine around in that after you sat down in the chair. I'm going to sit down in the amazing pocket chair right now. This looks like it's sized for an 8-year-old. I don't want to go to the proctologist, Norm. Ugh.
Don't break.
Yeah. This isn't very comfortable. It's a little bit low. I don't know, like roughly the distance from my ass to the ground. It does not feel sturdy. Oh God! I don't want to die. I'm
That's pretty good.
Position here. You kind of get a little. It's like I'm on a boat. I feel like I could fish from this chair pretty well.
Oh.
Oh, God. No back support is what you're saying.
And the amazing pocket
And
chair.
you've just broke it.
That was $9.99.
You've destroyed it.
45 seconds of. You should sit on that and see how it works.
No, it's broken.
No, it's fine. It's totally cool. Just you got to sit on the back edge. You want an arm?
This is rickety.
It was rickety before I broke it.
I can do this.
Take your feet off the ground.
No, that's not going to happen.
Okay. So I'm saying no to the amazing pocket chair. I think it is less amazing than the sign says. Kick that out of the way. Throw that at Brad. You'll win Joust.
Sorry,
yes.
Vinny.
Amazing chair. Not so amazing.
No.
The next project. Now you see
Barely call that a chair.
You see a lot of this kind of stuff at these sections of the store. This is the I Renew bracelet. And I would tell you what it says on the thing, but there's a sticker over it that says, if you did not buy this at Walgreens,
it's exclusive.
Call somebody.
Exclusive to Walgreens.
All the stuff that they sold at Walgreens from the As Seen on TV line actually has that written on it.
Wow.
To go along with that, I have this guy right here.
What is
I don't
that?
remember what it's called. I got it months and months ago.
It's to open the...
It's the blister
clamshell,
pack opener.
yes.
Yeah. The bad thing about it is, all it is a razor blade inside a little plastic thing.
The handle.
And also, the razor blade sticks out, even when it's recessed.
Oh, okay.
So
it's like the worst sword ever.
It's a little bit dangerous. You could really cut yourself badly with this. It's adjustable.
Oh, all right.
And then the way you cut it is just...
This one actually works. Kind of.
You have to have it on a hard surface. But I did blister pack that open.
Okay. With
Here,
no blisters.
Try that guy on.
What am I supposed to just wear this?
Just it's
a bracelet?
This is the I Renew bracelet. You're supposed to take the I Renew challenge and do strength, balance, and endurance demonstrations to yourself. What this product does...
I don't get it. It's a rubber band.
It has powers. It's magical.
Explain to me the powers.
You put this on. See, look at these people. Look at these people. They're a little bit older. They might be taking Centrum Silver. It's adjustable and one size fits all.
Nope.
And it is a silicone and stainless steel band. I think that's actually true.
Yep.
The instructions are on the reverse side. This experience I Renew helps you live life to the fullest. Do you feel like you're living life to the fullest right now?
No, not at all right now.
You need it tighter.
I
Pull
feel
it down further.
Other people in the office are living life to the fullest right now.
Cinch that thing down. Step one, insert the end of a page. We're not going to follow these instructions. I don't know what this does, but it was $9.99.
What?
I think it's probably not worth $9.99. I'm not entirely certain if it's worth $1.99. We should have probably given that to Ethan before he was jumping rope. That might have been a good idea.
It's like a corsage for a retard.
Dude. Norman Chan does not reflect the official position of Tested.com.
Let's look at the next package.
The next one is the Yoshi blade.
Okay.
I thought that this was officially licensed Nintendo merch at first.
Okay.
Because, Yoshi has those death claws when he jumps up on the end of the
trying
tongue.
to be Japanese.
Yeah, exactly. This is the world's best ceramic knife. So this is actually a pretty big claim.
Wait, it's a knife that's not made out of steel.
Yeah, I forgot to bring anything over to cut. So perhaps somebody who's not on the set right now can grab us some maybe like some empty aluminum cans, is what I was kind of thinking.
Okay, all right.
A tomato, perhaps.
Eggs. Sandwich? Yep.
Sandwich is good.
So it's made of
ceramic. It's here. It looks like it's. I wonder if you could take this on an airplane. We should give this to Drake and Pope and see if they can get it back to Boston.
Looks pretty solid.
Yeah,
Feels
through the
pretty
TSA.
solid.
This is a bad idea. This includes a protective cover. You don't have that right now, so be careful. The front edge is very sharp. Here's the protective cover.
It'd be ironic if this was the segment where you sliced yourself.
It really, considering what we have coming up later today, if somebody bleeds now, we've really done poorly. It has a Bronus ceramic peeler, same blade. It's a protective cover. It's made of natural, eco-friendly ceramic materials. I'm not entirely sure, but I don't think ceramic materials are found in nature. And it is the Santoku design is ideal for precision cutting and thin slicing. Stays sharp 10 times longer than stainless steel. Let's have that empty aluminum can. Norman Chan, see if you could.
Oh!
Wow, it cut through that aluminum can.
No, like it was butter.
A steel knife through an aluminum can. You have to use the pointy end first. Saw through that. That is good. Now the question is the aluminum can edges, are they going to be sharper than the blade, or will the blade be sharper? This one was a little bit more expensive. I think it was $19.99, but it doesn't have a price tag on it anymore.
Now it's completely scuffed.
It also comes with a vegetable peeler. Same material. You can peel your veggies. You can cut your aluminum cans. Probably other food. It's a little bit small for a Santoku. I'm not, may I? I'm not an expert on knife design, but I like a little bit more rocker and a little bit longer knife.
What else
I wonder
can you
how
cut
this
with
works for throwing. You might want to duck over there. No, kidding. Everything's cool. I don't think this is the best product we've tested so far.
Yeah, it actually works.
Yeah, it actually cuts stuff.
I never thought ceramic knife. You can get through metal detectors.
Kind of saying something. Now, our next product wasn't actually an As Seen on TV product, but it was in the As Seen on TV section.
Okay.
This is the Brush Buddies Justin Bieber singing toothbrush. It's a brush. Here's the instructions. You might want to evaluate them.
Fuck.
This is. We might have to get some special microphones out here for this. It's a very special product. You can
see the entire Justin Bieber oral care collection at justinbiebertoothbrush.com.
Now, people have accused musicians of selling out over the years, but I just want to say,
batteries included,
an entire collection of oral care products by the Beeb is a new low, and it sings. I don't know any Bieber songs, but I assume this is actually one of them. Yeah. And you can do kind of your own mashup because you hit the other button and it plays the other songs. So you can, look, that's the first song. That's the second song.
There's 2 songs. You get 2 songs.
First, second song.
You should brush your teeth right now.
First song. I feel like I should wash this toothbrush before I use it. Are you an up and down brusher or side to side brusher?
Up and down brusher.
I do a little bit of both.
Always up and down. Circular motion. Circular motion.
Circular is not. The dentist is not to do.
Really?
Up and down, then side to side. I like the side to side.
Do you switch hands when you brush your teeth?
No, I'm a right-handed brusher all the way through. Look at this. You don't see this every day. Will Smith brushing his teeth on the internet. You're not going to get this on Good Morning America.
You should be dancing.
This is all I can do at once. I'm brushing my teeth.
Are the heads replaceable?
It's removable. Wow, the toothbrush really tastes bad, actually.
So you can turn it into a Justin Bieber toothbrush into take the head into just a Justin Bieber like
toothbrush holder
song.
I wonder if you can take another toothbrush stump and use it with this head. My teeth feel nice and clean.
One song is for the day, one song is for the night. You have little icons on there.
Wow. It's so non-threatening and appealing. I almost want to start listening to Justin Bieber's music right now as if I was a teenage girl. Should we go on to the next product, or are you enjoying this still?
I'm enjoying watching you brush your teeth.
I'm almost done. 2 minutes is my time on this. I think the song actually plays for 2 minutes, so it has a medical purpose. The Bieber brush holder. Okay, we're down to our final few products. This is this is the finishing touch personal hair remover from Lumina. It's for ladies. I'm opening this up right now.
You're testing this, right?
No, this is for you because I have a beard. I can't test this. It is. It has a built-in light. It pivots. It shaves as close as the blade with absolutely no pain. I thought the battery was already in it, but it seems like it isn't. So we're gonna have to do that real fast.
What is this supposed to be?
Just read the instructions. Start explaining what this product is to the.
Removes hair instantly and pain-free.
Yes.
I don't believe it.
Well, we're gonna find out in just a minute with your hair. Yes. How do I assemble this thing?
Will not make the hair grow back thicker.
Okay, that's good. I'm
really worried about this product.
Well, I wouldn't be. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, pull apart, insert battery. This is the mark of a good As Seen on TV product. The battery isn't a Duracell or an Everready or anything like that. It is actually a turbo cell. Check that out. I
like that.
Turbo cell. It's a turbo cell AAA battery. It works with any AAA battery. Comes with a turbo cell. You don't get that with an Xbox controller or any kind of bullshit like that.
What type of blade is it?
It's pain-free.
How is it supposed to work?
You put it up to your face.
Really don't want to put that to my face.
Painlessly trims your hair away.
Look. There's a gem at the bottom.
Yeah, so you can use this. You can use this on your mustache if you're a lady, beard. Private areas, bikini zone, I think is the technical term there. Why don't you give that a try, Chan? It has a light, too.
Oh, my God, it looks really scary.
Just here, I'll trim your...
No!
I'm just going to give you a little trim in the backsies. Turn around. This is for science.
Oh, this is gross.
Can we do eyebrows?
Oh,
come on. We have to test it for
my
something.
God.
Am I slobbering from the toothbrushing? I'll do a little... I can't see what I'm doing because I don't have a mirror.
Well, if he's going to be a pansy, I'll do it.
Alex will take the shave. Come here, Alex.
Lose an eyebrow.
No! Okay. Oh, you drive. Turn around where the camera can witness this. If you're going to.
All right, I'm going to start here.
Okay. Is it painful?
No.
We can
it's illuminated.
No, it's not painful at all.
Okay, not painful.
You're also not doing anything. It's doing nothing.
Oh,
No,
God.
There we go.
Oh, this is super gross. Is it doing anything?
I don't think it's doing anything.
This is your belly is turning. This is
dude.
Okay. I'm miking the belly.
Wait.
This isn't
happening.
This isn't. This product.
I don't think this works.
This was $9.99 of not very
there's
good.
Some air in there.
Oh,
okay. It's yours. It's yours now.
In there, if you want to take a little.
After all this.
Here's the cap. It's yours now.
Yeah, congratulations.
Do you want to do my butt?
No.
No.
Bye. Go away.
Here you go.
No. Just.
It's my stomach, for God's sake.
Give me this pube trimmer.
Put that in your kangaroo sack.
Our final product today is the Total Pillow. This is the Clever Comforters Total Pillow. I don't know how to get it out of the box, actually. I'm just going to tear.
Yes.
It
looks just like a pillow.
I'll read some descriptive text while you twist that. It twists into different shapes. I think it has some sort of bendy foam in there. It looks like you may get one of those U-shaped, like airplane pillows, many different things. It is described as great for use on a plane, in the car, watching TV, playing games, in the office. You can use it. It seems like it'll work as a hemorrhoid pillow, also, if you want a donut. We got that going for us. Seat cushion, folded neck rest.
This is really limited in the number of shapes it can make.
You think you can't make a folded neck? What about a lumbar support? Or a headrest.
It will fold in half.
Or a floor pillow. Or a chair cushion.
Or unfold in half.
Or a folded neck rest. It does not open or fit over your head. Again, all of this stuff was $9.99. It makes me wonder if maybe the As Seen on TV folks are hitting hard times. I think we've reached the end of the products that we can realistically test from the As Seen on TV store. It's been a good run, Norm, wouldn't you say?
I can rest on the pillow.
Is that soft?
Yeah.
Could you take a nap right now?
Absolutely.
How much of a nap?
No.
No,
you should rest your head on the pillow too.
Oh, okay. Oh, I gotta take my glasses off. We're going to sleep. This has been a great time with the As Seen on TV stuff. Norm, what's your favorite product today?
I like the kangaroo pouch.
Why?
Because it fits in your bag. It works.
Do you like kangaroos?
Yes.
What about koalas?
Let's dream about koalas.
Koalas. Precious, precious koalas.
Back to you, Ryan.
It was like the end of the weirdest Little Rascals short I've ever seen there. Just falling asleep against each other. The second annual Big Live Show Live continues. We can't stop it now. It's
too late.
The boulder's rolling down the hill. We can't fight the momentum. So we're just going to add to it. We have a couple special guests here in the house now. John Penny. How you doing, sir?
Good. Thanks
Good
for
to see you
having us.
again.
Absolutely.
Brian Yesna also here in the house.
Hi.
Thank you for coming out again. We saw you guys earlier this year at
WonderCon.
during WonderCon. You guys were out here pimping some of your stuff. Patrick Klepek joining us here on the couch.
I'm not a special guest.
You are a special guest.
I'm special.
That you and I both share a passion for horror films, which is something that both of you gentlemen are pretty well associated with.
Yes.
I was in fact just rewatching Return of the Living Dead 3 last night.
Excellent. I watched Reanimator last night.
Perfect.
Yep.
You guys are doing your homework.
Oh, yeah.
We are absolutely doing
That's
that.
not even homework. I just do that anyway.
Watching old movies.
Yeah, hard work. So John, I understand
Yes.
you've been pretty busy lately. Last time we talked to you, you had finished shooting Shadows.
Yeah, I did a movie in Thailand. I spent 8 months of my life in Thailand. It was a tough job. Somebody had to do it.
Yeah.
And it's a supernatural thriller with William Hurt and Cary Elwes. So I've been taking it around. It was over in England.
We've actually got the trailer here. If you want to load that up and let people see that, let's go ahead and roll full screen the trailer for Shadows here. Yeah, we'll let that.
Just loop the trailer. We don't even have to talk.
We'll let that explain. You know, we'll drop down. We'll keep quiet and let people
Excellent.
watch this, and then we can talk about it a little bit after the fact.
Perfect. There's Bangkok.
Group shot.
I'm sorry. We lost him.
I'll give you a moment. You're doing great. You thirsty? It's iced tea. It's really good. I'll get it for you. Right back. Geoff, what happened? What did you see?
You're going to be just fine, Geoff. The scans look really good. There's nothing to worry about.
Tell me what's happening.
I'm not imagining what I'm seeing.
You grow up here believing in things that can't be explained.
You've got to be kidding me.
It's already been 47 days. Not a lot of time left.
What's going on?
It was your soul. You're holding on to two places at once. That's why your body is dying. We have to hurry. There's not much time. You're gonna see things, and you're gonna feel things no one should feel. Don't open your eyes, and don't move from here. If you do, the pathway will close.
I'll try. He needs me. If there's anything that we can do to help him, we have to try.
So
there you go.
You've been out doing the festival circuit with this.
Yes, yeah. I was in Italy about 2 months ago for the Fantasy Horror Awards, sponsored by Sci-Fi Europe and Universal, and it was a terrific festival in Orvieto, a little sort of a medieval village up on top of this sort of mountain. It was incredible. We took over the place and had a wonderful festival of all things horror, and it was great. And the movie took the top prize of best horror film. Which
Fantastic!
It's very exciting. Thank you.
So
cool.
good reception so far.
Great, yeah. And next I go to England for the Bram Stoker International Film Festival, which is next month.
So what is it like? I mean, I know that there's kind of several festival circuits out there, but like doing kind of the horror circuit out there, like what for you kind of separates that experience from?
There are the group of fans who really love horror are so the energy is so great and just the enthusiasm that you get for the genre is incredible. It's just overwhelming. Talk about Return of the Living Dead 3. I was going down, we call it the purple carpet, not the red carpet.
Sure.
And people were popping out of the thing saying, Return of the Living Dead 3, please sign here, you know? And it's like, wow, that's amazing, you know? And so just that, there's a real connection people have with the genre stuff, and it was just wonderful, just really enthusiastic. So,
Excellent.
Yeah, and a lot of fun. And of course, a lot of people with a lot of strange makeup on. And
yeah, that's kind of par for the course.
Which is great, too.
Just get used to it.
Exactly.
Well, I imagine you've had your fair share of dealing with people in strange makeup. Just,
yeah, exactly.
Through your work day. So.
Exactly. Well, in Shadows, we actually... There are these demons that exist on the other side of this gate.
Yeah.
And what we did was I went into casting where I looked specifically for very unusually shaped people. And we got some really unusually shaped people that were...
Those people don't get a lot of work, so
well,
there you go, helping the economy.
And the unfortunate part was we found out they're sort of run by the Russian mob in Thailand.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
started getting into a little bit of the senior
it was a
side
little weird.
there.
It was a little strange, but they're on the street panhandling and begging.
Yeah.
And we said, well, listen, come on, we'll give you a job, we'll pay you great. And we found out we have to deal with their agent, which is
their agent.
Exactly, and there's the Russian mob. So
that can't be any worse than Hollywood agents.
Well, it's true. We're used to dealing with the Russian mob
in one way or another.
Yeah, exactly.
So last time that we talked to you guys, Brian, you had been working together on some comic book stuff. What have you been up to on your own?
Well, I did bring a trailer for a movie I made while he was making a movie, scary movie in Thailand.
Yeah.
I was making a 3D creature feature in Indonesia.
Oh, wow. So you guys were both in Southeast.
Well, John helped write Amphibious, it's called. And I shot it on the island of Java. I was living there.
Oh, we have that trailer, in fact.
Yeah. Oh,
it's a bit squashed, the aspect ratio, but that's...
Is this playing now?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So that's the...
Shark?
That is no shark.
Let's go ahead and let this roll.
Movie.
Ankaramurka. Ankaramurka.
Friday the 13th, man. Bad fucking luck. Not from this world. Oh,
I like that as well.
I think
guess
that's,
we
I think
had
that's
part of the trailer.
I think that's as much of the trailer. We're going to tease the teaser
That's it.
a little bit there for Amphibious in 3D. Now, this is I was going through some of your history, Brian, and this is not your first underwater feature. Beneath Still Waters. Before then, which I think shot in Spain.
I've tried everything a couple times. Keep trying to do
if it doesn't work once, try it the second time. Maybe it'll work the second time.
Anything in particular that kind of draws you to that theme?
Well, you know, I always I like a lot of movies. I like genre movies.
Yeah.
What we call the fantastic genre, and I like all kinds of them. And so I try to do them whether I can afford to or not. And I find, so I try them. And the Beneath Still Waters, I didn't know if we could do the underwater. Because I was making it in Spain. Nobody knew how to do this stuff. You know, it's just, you're doing it kind of with not amateurs, but people who have never done this before. So you're kind of inventing.
You're figuring out process
and
as
so
you go.
You don't know if it's going to work.
Right.
And with with Beneath Still Waters, I really thought the underwater. We did a haunted town underwater, and I thought the underwater stuff worked pretty good. You know, on that. This one was supposed to have a lot of underwater stuff for budgetary reasons. We were shooting it around 2008.
Okay.
And so that's when the capital markets collapsed, and we were being funded through a hedge fund in Singapore. So all the money dried up. So we were kind of
cut those underwater sequences.
When you're running across the bridge while it's burning behind you,
right?
Seeing if you get there before everything's good. So you're throwing stuff out of your backpack.
I was going to say,
you go.
shooting a film anywhere near the water already has to be a challenge.
On the water in Indonesia, which is a very primitive place to shoot, not like Thailand where they have proper crews.
Yeah.
So it was just, and plus it was 3D before. This was 2008 we were shooting, so you're still using
the red in,
the big clunky.
So you guys were you weren't doing post; you were actually shooting in 3D.
Oh, yeah,
he shot in 3D.
Well, there's a whole difference between post. Post works when you're doing digital environments.
Okay.
So, for example, if you look at Alice in Wonderland,
right,
the 3D of the regular world is very poor because it's a pop-up book. It's a 3D in post. They can move things forward and back,
right?
But they're flat. The images you can't.
There's no granularity to it.
Well, you can't add information where there is none.
Right.
So you're taking a flat image and just moving it towards you.
Right.
But the stuff in Alice in Wonderland looks cool because it's all animated. So once you're doing it in CG, adding another eye, you punch it in.
Easy to do.
I want it here.
Right.
Because you've already created that environment. What was very complicated with Amphibious is that it was the first time I tried to create a digital creature. Well, we built the creature in the jungle of Bali, a 40-foot sea scorpion. With guys who.
So I have to pause you right here because I was looking at information about Amphibious yesterday, and I was thinking, why a sea scorpion? Of all of the creatures that would be in the ocean, what was the motivation for sea scorpion?
The motivation was I was trying to do a line of films, a label.
Yeah.
And so to do that, you think in terms of a good mix. So, for example, with Beneath Still Waters, I think that was the 7th movie of a label I did in Spain. And we had done, there we did a kind of a comic book movie, Faust, based on the Faust comic,
right?
Love of the Damned. We did a giant spider movie, because creature features, big insects, are good, especially in Asia.
Okay.
We did a ghost one, Darkness. We did a Reanimator sequel, a gore one. So you kind of want to mix it up for a label.
Okay.
Well, that's what we were trying to do in Indonesia, and a creature is pretty acceptable all around the world. So
it's scary everywhere.
It's fun.
No one likes a giant spider.
Everywhere. It's fun everywhere.
Well, also,
right?
but at the same time, because when I got Brian sent me the script earlier and said, "Hey, what's your opinion on this?" And I gave him some thoughts and everything, and then that sort of evolved into me helping what was already there, basically. But when I started looking at it, right around that time, they had just discovered a fossil of one of these massive sea scorpions that they had never seen before.
It's a real thing?
It's for real.
Prehistoric, you know.
Well, the sea scorpion actually was the main predator on Earth some gazillion years ago. It dominated
Patrick
the world.
won't sleep tonight now.
Okay, but they weren't like that.
Sure, no,
you know?
sure.
And they were the first amphibians. They lived out of the water and in the water. So they're the first ones that could do that.
You know what? Totally sold now. I was doubtful of the concept before.
But why a sea scorpion? Because we looked at a list of things and we said, what's a good monster?
What hasn't been done
nobody's
yet?
done a sea scorpion.
We'll do a sea scorpion.
That's why.
Pragmatic.
Yeah.
I appreciate
so
that.
That was the idea.
So you had spent quite a few years, most of the aughts, working in Spain.
Yeah.
Your last feature, Amphibious, in
I spent a few years in Indonesia.
In Indonesia.
Trying to do a similar thing in Asia.
Now, this is not your first time in Asia. Again, doing a little bit of my research, doing a little bit of legwork past few days, I discovered a crossover of interests here. That you had directed the live action sequences in a video game for the Sega Saturn called The Unsolved.
Wow, you really have done some work.
Well, I was, again, it was.
Nobody ever saw that.
The interest.
Country.
We actually have a little bit of it here.
Oh
I think we have it queued up.
Please don't show the bad stuff.
We're gonna show the. We're gonna show
don't show the aliens.
We're gonna show the. No, we're gonna show the best part here. Let's. We've got about a minute of the Unsolved.
Supposed to be seen.
This never came out. This never came out outside of Japan.
We'll come here a second time.
Here it is. Look at that.
Here it is. Oh.
Well, the thing is.
What are these?
We're checking it. Or whatever killed her. Cut her up pretty badly.
You mean whoever?
Not exactly. Looks to me as if some sort of claw or talon, more animal than human.
What are you suggesting? Some
That's
crazed bird is out there feasting on women?
No. We're not on quite the right spot here.
Well, this has a good bit at the end of it.
Yeah.
Cause death was her internal organs being ripped out of her ribs.
Don't say anything.
I suppose it happened so fast she was probably still conscious of what was happening.
Did you find anything else on the body? Hair follicles, semen?
Nothing. However, I found several strange smears on her dress. There's a sticky substance, like tar. Possibly from some newly paved road.
All right, so that part was a little tame. That was not the part that I was hoping to show. We're actually going to roll it back here a little bit and show the real money shot.
Inside of the the creatures. I mean, the woman is good.
Yeah, so I guess a little setup for just this scene is earlier we had a woman had been found dead, and they brought her into the morgue, and they're doing the looking at the body, and they discover some pretty terrifying things. I can't believe that this was in a video game in 1996, 1997.
How did you get involved in that?
Well, I made a lot of movies with the Japanese.
Okay.
When I started, when I went to LA, it was right at the beginning of the big video boom when you could finance things. Early on, I got involved with the Japanese, and they financed actually my first directorial movie, Society.
Oh, wow.
They financed Bride of Reanimator.
Okay.
They financed this. They financed Necronomicon, Crying Freeman. I don't know if you know those movies.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, so here we go. This is the money shot. Is the flipped over cadaver? Oh, where did all the organs go? Right through there. Again, cannot believe that you got away with putting that into a video game. I was looking at some information, some facts about this. It was you shot this for like.
Well, you know who brought this to me?
Yeah.
I early on met Take Ichise.
Oh, wow.
Take Ichise is the producer of The Ring, The Grudge.
Right.
The J-horror.
Yeah.
And actually, I met him before he spoke English and helped him get a house in L.A. and before he became fabulously wealthy and bought Samuel Goldwyn's mansion in Hollywood.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
But he brought this project to me, and these guys were just fans of U.S. horror,
right?
And they wanted to have that style to their video game. But it was the craziest thing because it was like a 500-page script,
right?
And it was like a choose your own adventure, and it was really awkward and poorly written.
I was going to say,
it was just so bad because you couldn't believe it.
Because it's written by a Japanese
and then we had
writer.
to pay to translate it, and then we had to talk. It was, but I really got it. It wasn't sophisticated. It was like basically choose your own adventure. At one point, a guy comes out and says, "Now, if you think that it's this, and this, choose A."
Right.
And if you think, there's no clicking.
And I think maybe my favorite part of all of this is okay. So written by a Japanese guy, right? Japanese writer, brought to you, American director. English-speaking director, and they say they want this in the style of an American horror film. That's why they came to you, obviously. You get the script, which you have to then have massaged, retranslated, what have you, into something that makes sense in English. And then it is all compiled and put into a game that is released only in Japan, and then subtitled in Japanese so that the players there can actually understand it. So you go all the way around the world here to get this back to them in a form. It's baffling and a funny little story.
But it did make me think that it made me start wanting. That's also when DVD was just beginning.
Right.
And of course now with Blu-ray and everything, you can just do anything.
Mm-hmm.
But all of a sudden, I saw this kind of choose your own adventure idea, and I thought, wow, what if I made a horror movie, say a Reanimator, instead of, so the movies, you watch the movie and we make the choices for you, but what if you want to watch Dr. Hill doing what he's doing while Herbert West is here?
Right.
If we shot that and had it available,
I would play that game.
Just have I didn't even see it as a game. It was just watch the movie and go,
reality.
You'd have 2/3 more movie probably, because everybody might be doing something interesting.
Right. Now, do you have any more of the clips from this game?
Oh, well, we've got about 10 minutes of it, but I think we're running close on time.
I just wanted to throw this out there. I was in 2 movies with Brian.
Yeah.
Return of the Living Dead 3. I came in as a sergeant.
Yeah.
And gave this piece of information. And I'm also in this game.
Oh, you were?
I am in this game.
There's about a 10-minute chunk of this game that's available on YouTube. That's where we found that. We found that from. So and Sega Gaga, the website where it originally appeared.
That is hilarious.
I was trying to think of what I could do with the footage. I've got all this footage from it, and I thought, how could we make a story?
Yeah.
But it was shot on Betacam.
Okay.
and it's just not good enough today. It's
So the quality,
incredible.
the
Well, you see the quality here. What do
Right.
you think? It's
well, I mean, this is like
dicey.
kind of fourth generation, like coming off of the game where it's been super compressed
well, I
and
had
then
it digitized and everything,
Yeah.
and I looked at it and I thought, wow. And then the tone of it is so weird because some of the acting's really bad, and there's stuff that's really awkward.
Yeah.
And you go, well,
I don't know
how
what
do
you're
you
talking
use
about.
this stuff?
I didn't see any of that in that clip.
All right.
But we do have a new project.
Yeah, I was going to say, before I let you go, I want to know what you guys are working on now.
The Pope.
The Pope. Yeah, it's a project. We were sitting around my house actually, drinking wine, which we often do.
Sure.
I make wine in Carmel Valley, by the way.
I would love to try some.
I will bring some up next time. I'm not flying, unfortunately.
Fantastic.
We were sitting there talking, and we sort of reconnected through Amphibious 3D recently.
Mm-hmm.
We actually met up in Singapore. And so we were talking a lot. Brian came back to L.A., and we were sitting there one night, and Brian gave me one sentence. He said, "Hey, John, what about a movie
about a pedophile about a seminary dropout who dresses up like the Pope and kills pedophile priests?" So that's the concept.
So did that
we have a picture.
So I love that that's the pitch, but did that just come to you just fully formed? Like,
You know how it came to me? I was at a film festival in Strasbourg, France, a couple months before, and afterwards I stayed on because I didn't have anywhere at that point. I won't go into it, but I was kind of killing time, and they said, "Well, we'll give you an apartment above this movie theater." And so I stayed a couple weeks with the guys that put on the festival, and he was telling me, well, all the guys who put on these fantastic festivals, really they want to make movies. They're fans. So a lot of people get into making horror movies by writing about it, by working on them, by putting on festivals. There's a lot of ways in.
Right.
And once they get close to it, then they get around to finding a way to make their own movies. And he said, I just don't know how to get there. And I said, well, come up with something simple, a simple idea that you can do, but it'll get some attention.
Mm-hmm.
And so then we were of course drinking.
There's always
doing
drinking
something.
involved.
And I
You got it if you're making these horror films.
And
I
I
don't know where
tried
else
to
these
come
ideas
up with,
come from.
and so I said, well, it could be something like this.
And that you just spit that out.
And I thought,
What the cool thing is,
the Pope's a killer.
Yeah.
And then he goes, well, how could you do that? And so I started. So then I ran up and I wrote a little thing,
figuring out the
and then I
justification.
came and told John,
Yeah.
and then we said, well, let's go ahead.
Well, my
and
first
write
reaction
this.
was you can't do that,
Right.
And then we got into it. I said, of course you can, because who wants to defend pedophiles? No one, right?
Right.
Okay. So the cool thing is it took off from there. We wrote the script together, which is the first thing I'd done for a long time since The Kindred.
Yeah.
And we really worked, hand in hand on the whole script. Then we said, well, we're going to look at this completely differently. We're going to create this story multi-platform, but really do it multi-platform. We have a comic book now, and we have a novel as well.
Oh, wow.
So they're both being published out of Italy.
And not only are we writing the comic book, careful, detailed, we're actually drawing the basic layouts ourselves.
So then that'll go over to an artist.
And we have a
from there.
guy, the guy who put on the festival in Italy, publishes comics and magazines in Italy. So he'll publish it over there. So we'll get so we can get the financing of the inker and the colorist over there.
Very
so
cool.
We'll do 4 issues.
So we've got a comic book, a novel, a film at some point in here.
Well, we actually next week we're supposed to close a deal for the financing of the film.
Okay. So it's all happening, and an iPhone app.
Of course.
We can't.
Of course.
we can't
2011.
That's right. We can't afford a full-blown video game yet.
Baby steps.
But we take baby steps. We got iPhone apps. So.
Excellent. So you guys still sounds like still in the early stages on a lot of this stuff, but it's coming up from John Penny and Brian Yesna. Thank you guys so much for again coming up and,
it's always a pleasure,
spend some time on the couch with us. Huge fans. Patrick also. I'm sorry you didn't get a chance to spit many questions at John and Brian, but
happy to just sit here.
We're gonna go to our next segment, and you guys can go hop on the members only cam, and you can drill them about when the next return or Reanimator film is happening. So we're going to take a break. I'm going to throw it on over. So we call this the Big Live Show Live, which I don't know if you noticed, we say live a couple times in it, kind of implying that all this stuff is happening live. Well, this next segment happened a couple days ago. Tony and Sarah from Comic Vine had a chance to talk on the phone with Geoff Johns from DC Comics. It's the big cheese over there. So I'm going to let them take it away, and then we'll be back with more liveness.